Hey, what's up? It's Chris Nunn again. So we'll get right into it. Today we're going to talk about a little bit about the transport bar. It's kind of like the like a cassette tape deck or a CD player or an MP3 player or a music player where you have your basic controls that you would normally see like in your car or on a DVD player or Blu-ray player. You have your record button, your play button, your stop button. Your Now here's where it gets different. Your loop button, right? This causes things to loop or cycle through, activate cycle, which if I hit that, then it's going to keep going in a cycle between these 2 points. Um, your forward, fast forward, your rewind, your go to next point or end, and go to the last point or marker or beginning, right? Then you have your right locator, which is this right here, and left locator, which is this right here. As you see, it's 12. It's on the first beat of the 12th measure, first beat of the 12th measure, right? And this one's at the 14th uh, beat of the 14th measure, and it'll loop between the 12th and the 14th measure, essentially. So Um, you can change. You can customize like what's being displayed here. So I believe in this one, it's oops. So this little icon allows you to switch between seconds, time code, which is like for video, samples, bars and beats is what we normally use for music. Okay. So if I'm playing it, oops, let's not do that. So if I'm playing it, you can see it's and you can see the grids kind of change between them as well as you switch measurement formats. Okay, so this right here is your automatic quantize. So if you're recording MIDI instruments, MIDI information, MIDI, music instrument digital interface. There's no MIDI track on this track, but on this project. But if there was, that's what would be used to record data that represents those MIDI or those notes that you're trying to play through a MIDI instrument. So that could be a saxophone, drums, or whatever. Each separate sound, has a specific value that's associated or attached to a specific note, typically on a keyboard or a piano. Quantization is when, like, if you're playing, recording MIDI, and then like your timing on a note was a little bit off. You can quantize it to where it puts it back on beat for you. So if things are off beat, it puts it back on beat for you. It's automatic quantizing, makes it to where it helps you skip a step. It just is automatically quantizing things or fixing things as you record MIDI. All right. So we talked about the time, your tempo. This is how fast the song is going. Um, there is a tempo track that you can use, and that will help you manage tempos if you happen to be recording something that changes tempos. Um, this is your time signature, so 4/4, which is the subdivisions of each measure. So this is measure 13 or bar 13. It's divided by in 4 parts: 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and so that's 4/4, right? So each beat represents beat represents a quarter note. So 4/4. So four beats per measure. Four beats in a bar, or same thing. I just repeated the same thing. 4 beats in a measure, right? Essentially, so 4 quarter notes. Um, you can also tap, so you can say someone's playing. You're like, I don't know what the tempo is. You can use this tap, and you can kind of figure out the tempo, and it'll help Cubase kind of set the tempo for you. If you tap on this for a specific amount of time, it'll set that for you. Activate metronome. A metronome is what keeps you on beat. It's like that, like the old school tick tock, and you make it go faster or slower. So that will be playing while things are playing or while you're recording. 1, 2, 3, 4, dun, 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 and that is correlated to the time signature. 1, 2, 3, 4. That 4/4 thing. And tempo. The activate counting. So what that does is it allows you to set how many beats counting in before Cubase starts playing or recording. It's just like when you're listening to a lot of the old school bands, someone will do a count off 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So that's essentially what that is. It gives you time to kind of set and get ready that, hey, you're about to play, or hey, you're about to record. And that's kind of what that does. It gives you a little counting. You can kind of set how long you want that counting to be right here. Number of bars in counting. And then this part right here. So this, if there's my MIDI keyboard is connected, so I'm pressing the keys on it, and you can see that Cubase sees me pressing those keys. Whether I'm pressing a key or moving anything on the keyboard, Cubase sees it. And then if Cubase was transmitting back to my keyboard, then the other side, another one will come up. You have your audio clipping indicators. So as you see, every time I talk, the input is being shown right here. But if I started clipping, there would be red bars that come up. And I'm not going to make it do that, but just trust me on that. And then right here you have your punch in and punch out. Expand, collapse section. I'm not sure exactly what that does right there. I'll have to look that up. I never used it before. I shouldn't be touching it. Okay. And then you have your punch in and punch out. So punch in and punch out is where, say I have this locator. I think for Cubase AI, the locators are the punch in and punch out. So wherever these left and right locators are located, that's where a punch in would happen, and on this left locator. Then once it passes through the right locator, it'll punch out, meaning it'll start recording and it'll stop recording once it reaches that punch in and punch out point. They have to be activated. So say you say, hey, but there's a part before I'm recording, want to hear or need a little bit of time to start playing with it. Then you have a pre-roll time, and you would have the cursor start before the punch in. So say that was it. I activated this track, and this is a voice narration I'm about to do. And maybe there's a bumper right here. It's going to play. All of a sudden, the bumper stops, fades out, and this is where I start talking. Good evening. So let's give it a try. It's armed. The punch in and punch out are armed right here. And just shorten this so we don't have to make them wait that long. And then a pre-count in happens. So I need a little extra time. Actually, that won't happen. And then just go. So normally, if you're just recording normally, you just hit record. Right? Let me take the loop off. So it'll start looping, but let's take it back. So it punched out, right? But because I hit use record, it started recording from where I wanted it to record. So let's get rid of that. Now if I take it back, and then I just have punch in is there. The locator is there. We're going to punch in now. The track is armed. Oops. Didn't do exactly what I want to do. Start from back here. See it? See that? So it it was playing, and then it punched in and it punched out automatically. And that's how that works. It's based off of where these locators are, and these are being activated, right? So you only want to have these activated when you want to punch in and punch out. When you're done recording, deactivate those. And then I even would say, until you get used to working with Cubase in general, recording software in general, unarm channels if you don't plan on recording, right? So just unarm them if you're playing around with it. And that's essentially the transport bar and punching in and punching out. How to do those things effectively and how they work. Okay. So, and the differences between playing recording and punching in and punching out. So